What is up, guys? Today is another video of me doing the Saga. And as you can see from the previous video, I talked about the Saga, how I already installed back everything, the gearbox, the drive shaft, everything else, the knuckle, blah 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 blah. And then I forgot to install back the clutch bearing. No, I forgot to install the new clutch bearing. The new clutch bearing, rookie mistake. So that means everything else has to come out. Yeah, so let's time-lapse everything and for all the process. So today is another day of doing the Saga. The moment I've been waiting for, because I've been kinda taking, the car itself took quite some time because the weather has not been friendly to me. But then also the gearbox was also, I bought the wrong one, had to change the bell housing. Thank you Dream Wheels for helping me out. This is the one that has been changed, and the engine bay which is missing of gearbox, which is this one. So the plan today is to put in the gearbox, install the rest of the stuff, drive shaft, and fill in the gearbox oil, and voila! It sounds pretty simple, but it's actually the hardest part is to put it in. But then I'm not gonna record the whole thing all over again because it's kind of boring, because I get bored watching myself doing it. I'm pretty sure you guys get bored from watching me doing it. So I'm gonna time-lapse on everything else on it. So let's get started. And for those of you who wonder what happened to my car, the gearbox got ruined from my trip to Miri, and maybe it was not healthy to begin with. But then for those who wants to know more on the details, go watch my previous videos on the Saga. I explain everything there. This is 12 o'clock. Started around 10 something. All the time lapse we've seen, the gearbox is finally in. Hell yeah! Needs a little bit of luck, a lot of acrobatics, and what do you call that? Flexibility to move it around. But yeah, and the gearbox is finally in. See that? No gap? No gap? Yeah! Look at the amount of sweat I have. Weird. Weather is nice. But then, so now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna install back all the screws of the gearbox. Yay! One side has been installed. With all my laziness to vlog, laziness to edit, I have made everything time-lapse, and as you all can see from the time-lapse, the drive shaft has been installed. Yeah! But that means this side is ready, and the other side is the last one to be installed. But then I'm kind of lazy to show you the whole time-lapse process again, so I'm gonna do a little bit of YouTube magic over here. Voila! Done installation. Yeah. So now we're gonna install both of the tires and refill the fluid, and I gotta install the exhaust too. And basically the car is ready to go. Let's install the tires and the exhaust and refill the gearbox fluid. Let's go! As for engine oil, we are using 75W90 GL5 for some reason LSD, but then Joshua told me this oil can be used for the gearbox, so we're gonna use this and fill it up with So if you want to know your fluid is too much, you fill it up from the top just now. So you gotta open this one to check if the fluid is too much, so it will overflow from here, to be honest. Ow, my leg. Fresh oil though. So as you all can see, I did the wrong move. I was supposed to open this screw to see the overflow, and now I wasted so much oil. No! And I cannot control the oil anymore. We lock it back. Wow, this is already very tight. Lock back the top, size 19. Yeah, seems like we have installed everything. We have locked back the bowl to fill up the oil, the clutch cable, everything, the shifter cable, and the bottom can't really see because I already installed the cover for this car. So that means we are pretty close to starting up the car, but first we have to plug back the battery. Sounds like safe juice. Gotta put the car on jack stands first because I don't know what else I haven't installed properly. Problem is, the clutch, bro. Did I install the clutch wrongly? Wait. No way. And just like that, the gearbox is out again and again and again. But this is the inside, you see, obviously. No clutch bearing. Supposed to have clutch bearing over here. Funny. Finally, this is the one that made my clip. That made my car not running. I need my clip. Okay. Done. Now the worst part. The worst part of this whole thing is to put the gearbox in again. After all the time lapse, this gearbox, this time it's hell to put in. But then good news, after a lot of shaking and moving left and right, the gearbox is in. And again, yes! To confirm that the clutch bearing is in. So over here we have the, I think on cable is called the clutch fork too. So meaning there's tension. Yes, clutch bearing is in. Let's do a little bit of YouTube magic. And tada! Rim has been installed, the intake box has been installed, all the clutch cable and the shifter cable, gearbox. There's a rear bracket I haven't installed because I cannot find the bolt. I lost the bolt, oh shit. And I just put an engine oil inside. Gotta check. For right now we're gonna use Valvoline. How do you actually read this? Valvoline or Valvoline? I'm gonna fill up the water. I don't have radiator water because I took it out. Looks bad. Let's fill up the engine oil, make it enough, and put in water. So should try the car. Yeah, gonna steal my mom's filter water. Jeez. So let's try. Ooh, the fuel pump. The other side is like jam brake, I think. But this one is so far kinda okay. Lucky. So now the gearbox is fine, so we have to take out the rest of the cars. No, it's raining again. My camera. Finally made the Saga runs. I couldn't record it from the outside just now because it was kinda raining. Right now, actually, we're testing to drive the car, but it seems like one of the brakes, which I think is on the right side, is a little bit jammed or something. For some reason when I press the brakes it's a bit wobbly. But then so far the gearbox feels fine, feels good. The brakes feels very sketchy because it's like shaking a lot on the right side, or on the pedal itself it shakes a lot. And the closest workshop for me to check is Joshua Dream Wheel, so I'm actually heading to his shop right now to check on the brakes. Hopefully nothing too serious. There's a little bit of noise. Don't sure what noise are those. Sounds like bearing noise though. Is it time to change bearing? We changed so many stuff already on the car. So we are at Joshua's shop fixing the Saga. You can see the Saga is here. Joshua is here. And then Joshua's car is here. Joshua's cat is here. So I've installed the gearbox. The gearbox is actually running fine, but now the problem is it has a lot of other small issues on the car. And then this is Joshua's motor. This brake change, bearing change, cannot see, but now the water pump is problematic. Mahal. Si tayo sangkut.
Kering kosong turun sikit.
Ya kan?
Aduh leh timbang.
Oh. So you can see over here that this rotor has been changed also. It's very shiny together with the bearing. I'm a bit tired to change it by myself, so I sent it to the shop after doing the gearbox install. But then bad news is flywheel seal leaking. So gonna let the staff do their thing. And yeah, after testing the car, because I realized the water is not consistent, so I'm guessing it's the water pump or thermostat. So I'm just a bit too tired to fix all those stuff, so just bring it to Joshua's shop because it's like a small job. And just like that. So as you all can see, the Saga now is running. I don't know why it's signaling, but what you also in the video, we have changed the stuff on the cooling side, and also the bearing. We have changed a lot of stuff actually for the car to run properly, because the car had actually a lot of small issues before this. For example, the bearing, the metal sound, and then the water temperature being not consistent. So let's open up the engine bay. Voila! So as you all can see here, we have actually new radiator, because the previous radiator has it's blocked by the rust. And actually we have a thermostat. I think the thermostat is inside here, but then we can't really see it, so never mind. And then most probably this might be a new hose, I'm not too sure. And then the most important one also is the water pump. Water pump has been changed, as you all can see in the time lapse on Joshua's workshop, the staff doing it. The cooling, the temperature has been pretty good. It does not exceed half. Very nice. That is the update on the car. The car actually runs fine, everything except for the, guess what, the flywheel seal. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this video or not previously, but then right now the flywheel seal, I think, leaking. I'm not too sure. I checked the engine oil just now, it didn't drop, but then there's some sort of oil at the bottom. That is the deal on the Saga. Update on the Saga. That Saga is finally running. That means I can have a lot of fun going around playing with the car, you know. So yeah, hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And for those of you who are a fan of the Saga, let me know what you guys want to see. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
She lays down next to me.